Yo, what's up, Libra? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of January 2017. Happy New Year, Libra. The sun is going to be transiting the sign of Capricorn for the majority of the month of January 2017, and Capricorn is your fourth house. And your fourth house has to do with your home life and your family situation. And this area has to do with more of a laid-back vibe, Libra. So you're not really going to be in the mood for partying or going out. You're really just going to want to kick your feet back and relax at home with your family. And the sun's going to be in this area, Capricorn, your fourth house of home and family, up until January 19th. So on January 19th, the pace is actually going to amp up significantly because the sun is going to shift into Aquarius on January 19th. And Aquarius is actually your fifth house. And the fifth house has to do with having fun. It has to do with romance. It has to do with creativity. And if you're a Libra that has children, then your children are going to be a prominent aspect of your life following January 19th. So for the majority of the month of January 2017, you're just going to be in this laid-back mode while the sun is transiting Capricorn, your fourth house of your home and family. You're just going to want to get some rest and relax at home, Libra. If you're going to have company, maybe you're going to want to have company over to your home during this time. Then following January 19th, the sun's going to shift into Aquarius. That's your fifth house. That has to do with romance. It has to do with having fun. The pace is going to amp up a lot. So those are the main themes for you, Libra, for the month of January 2017. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on January 3rd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Capricorn, your fourth house of your home and your family situation. It's making a positive angle to Venus, the planet of love, which is in Pisces. And Pisces is your sixth house. It has to do with your work situation, it has to do with your daily life, and it has to do with your health. Now, Libra, if you've been going through the daily process and it seems like routine and too mundane, or you're just exhausted, or just it's just been too much lately with the daily process for you, Libra. January 3rd is going to be a great day. Things are going to be smooth sailing when it comes to the daily process. So January 3rd is going to be one of those days where you're going to be able to just get up, go to work. Everything's going to be going smooth at work. You're going to be able to come home, go to the gym, and then you're going to have enough time to even come home and hang out with your family, and everything's going to be smooth sailing. So, think about your daily process, Libra. Has it been getting you down lately? Well, not on January 3rd. It's just one of those days where you're going to be able to go throughout your daily process, and you're going to be feeling really great. And Venus, the planet of love, is making this positive angle to Mercury that day. So potentially it sounds like this could be a good day for those single Libras. Maybe you could find a romantic interest somewhere along the process of your daily life on January 3rd or right around that date. Or Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Capricorn, your fourth house of home and family. So right around January 3rd, do you know any family members who know anybody who could hook you up? I don't know if that sounds like a good idea, but if potentially you could know a romantic interest through your family, or this area, Venus is in Pisces, which is your sixth house. That's to do with your health situation. So potentially a romantic interest at the gym, or even your work, because Pisces is also your sixth house of work. So if you know anybody, you single Libras who you're attracted to at work, or not even the same office, just within the same industry, if you know anybody who's in the same industry, maybe a good day to let them know on January 3rd. On January 8th, Libra, Mercury, the planet of communication, turns direct in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your third house. That's to do with all the communication in your life. Now, Mercury's actually been retrograding in this area since December 19th, and it's actually been retrograding in Capricorn since December 19th, and Capricorn is your fourth house. That's to do with your home and family situation. So since December 19th, there's probably been some challenges regarding family and home life since December 19th. I'm sure you love that, Libra. I know how you are about dealing with these family situations. But on January 8th, it's actually retrogrades out of Capricorn. So Mercury retrogrades where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, Mercury retrogrades so much that it retrogrades out of Capricorn and into Sagittarius, your third house of communication. So out of your fourth house of home and family and into your third house of communication. So it briefly goes back into Sagittarius, and then it starts to move forward again in Sagittarius on January 8th. So what's the point for this brief visit in Sagittarius, Libra? Well, it sounds like something needs to be revisited or reworked or reviewed, or needs a second look regarding the communication in your life, Libra. So think about how that applies to your life. On January 10th, the sun is in Capricorn, your fourth house of your home and family situation. It's making a challenging aspect to Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, which is in Aries, and Aries has to do with all the one-on-one relationships in your life. So when you think about a one-on-one relationship, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a one-on-one relationship like with a significant other. The seventh house, Aries is your seventh house, and that has to do with one-on-one relationships. So every time you're in a setting where it's just you and another person, Libra, this is what it's having an influence on. So it sounds like you could have a challenging situation with a family member potentially on January 10th. Get ready for this one. Or it could be potentially, somebody in your home. So look out for that one, Libra, on January 10th. On January 12th, there's a full moon in Cancer, and Cancer is your 10th house. And that's to do with your that's to do with your career situation. So full moons bring changes, and this one's in Cancer. That's your 10th house of career. So it sounds like some changes coming down the pike following January 12th for you, Libra, regarding your career situation. And this doesn't necessarily mean a new career altogether. Yeah, maybe for some Libras, maybe this is going to be the transition point where you move in from one career to another. Not for all Libras. For some Libras, it just sounds like a change within your existing career. So maybe you're going to move into a new role within your existing career. Or just things operationally could be different, or things could be, if you're not changing roles or anything, you're not leaving your company, or, you're in the same company, maybe it's just things are going to be changing around you following the full moon on January 12th. Libra will resonate differently for all Libras. Also on January 12th, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves forward into Capricorn. So forward moving Mercury is always a great thing, and it's moving forward into Capricorn. That's your fourth house of your home and family situation. All those difficult battles and family situations that you dealt with over the holiday, they're all going to be a thing of the past, because Mercury moving forward in your area of home and family is a great thing. That means smooth, forward-moving communication with your family members, with the people you live with. And that's going to be happening up until February 25th while Mercury is transiting this area. On January 16th, Mars is in Pisces. And Pisces is your sixth house of work, daily life, and health. It's making a conjunction with Chiron, also in the same area. So Mars and Chiron are aligning in Pisces, your area of work, daily life, and health. So if you don't know what Chiron is, it's actually an asteroid in our solar system, and when it comes to astrology, Chiron has to do with sensitivity and vulnerability. So you could be feeling overly sensitive regarding any of the areas that have to do with the sixth house stuff that I just mentioned, work, daily life, or health, and you're probably blowing it out of proportion, because Mars is really rugged and rough, and Chiron's ultra sensitive, like way too sensitive. So, when you get this rough, tough planet like banging up against Chiron, this ultra sensitive planet, you're really probably blowing things out of proportion when it comes to a situation maybe that you're dealing with in your work, a situation that you're maybe dealing with, somewhere in your daily life or your health. So look out for that one on January 16th. Don't let it, it's not going to be as bad as you think, Libra. That's why I want to point this out to you, because it's, just the influence, the astrological influence for the day. Once it passes, things should be more smooth sailing. On January 20th, Venus, the planet of love, is in Pisces. That's your sixth house of work, daily life, and health. It's making a positive angle to Pluto in Capricorn, which is your fourth house of home and family. So here we go. All those times that you've, really had a difficult time facing the daily grind, or you're just, tired of the daily grind, or exhausted from it. Here's another great day where your daily process is going to be great. You're going to get up, you're going to be feeling good, you're going to go to work, everything's going great. You're going to come home, go to the gym. After the gym, you come home, spend some time with your family. Everything's smooth sailing on January 20th. Venus, the planet of love, is in the mix. There could potentially be for you single Libras, there could potentially be a romantic interest somewhere along the line of your daily process. Look out for a romantic interest potentially in your workplace, or, if it's not in the same office, within the same industry, potentially, maybe a different office or a different company within the same industry. A good day to go to the gym, Libra. You might, spot someone that you like at the gym. Interact, Libra. You have a gift of gab. You're an air sign. Air signs are all about communication, so use that to your advantage. On January 25th, Venus, the planet of love, is in Pisces, your sixth house of work, daily life, and health. It's making a conjunction to Chiron. So once again, Chiron's the asteroid where, oversensitivity. So here we go with this oversensitive thing again on January 25th. Once again, it's in your sixth house of work, daily life, and health. Something that you're getting oversensitive about regarding, something in your work, something along the lines of your daily life, or something that has to do with your health situation, Libra. So this aspect's not going to be as rugged as the one you felt on January 16th. I mean, Mars back on January 16th bumping against Chiron is pretty rough, but this is Venus. So Venus is much softer. So Venus has to do with diplomacy, and it'll really soften the influence. So whatever stinging feeling you felt on January 16th regarding work, daily life, or health, it's not going to be nearly as bad on January 25th when Venus aligns with Chiron in this area. On January 27th, there's a new moon in Aquarius. So this is a great influence, Libra. So Aquarius is your 5th house. That's to do primarily with your romantic situation. So if you're a single Libra, the 6 months that follow January 27th, that's the way new moons work. The new moon's going to hit on January 27th. And the 6 months that follow January 27th, there may be a new romantic interest that's going to enter into your life. For you single Libras, this is something you should be really excited about. For you Libras that are coupled up, the 6 months that follow January 27th just sounds like new stuff coming down the pike for you and your romantic interest, Libra. And the 6 months that follow January 27th, this area also has to do with creativity too. So if you're a creative Libra, take advantage of this influence. The new moon's going to hit in your area of creativity on January 27th. The 6 months that follow January 27th, there could be all these new creative ideas or creative endeavors coming up in the 6 months that follow January 27th. And if you're a Libra that has children, this area, Aquarius, is your 5th house, also has to do with your children. So if you're a Libra that has children, definitely could be some new stuff popping up regarding your children in the 6 months that follow January 27th. But that's all I have for you this month, Libra. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Official. I'm on Facebook as Gregory Furlan. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great new year, and I'll see you next month.